Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. It's been quite some time since I have filmed, so I am very excited to be doing this video. I'm going to share with you my top 5 favorite SLGs, and these really are the SLGs that I am still using in my collection. So I have a few other SLGs that I left back in the UK, which mostly are ones which I bought a lot longer ago, and so I just have stopped using them, with the exception of the Mulberry coin pouch, which the only reason I don't have it and it's not in my top 5 is because I no longer have the need for coins. Since moving to Dubai at the end of last year, all my food shopping is done online, whereas the only reason I used that Mulberry coin pouch was for all my coins and cash when I went to some of the local smaller independent supermarkets. So that is left in the UK and I no longer use that, and these are my current top 5 favourites. So I'll just go through them one by one and let you know some of my thoughts on them and some pros and cons. So I am going to start with this. This purse I have been using non-stop since I bought it at the beginning of the year in Japan, and I have literally just switched out to my Chanel card holder, which is what prompted me to do this video. So this is the Louis Vuitton Zoe wallet. I got mine in the black empreinte leather and I absolutely love it. I had been looking at this for quite a long time, watching videos on YouTube, and I just love the look of it, how compact it is, and also I really wanted something in empreinte leather. I was also debating between this and the Victorine wallet, because I read and watched a lot of reviews where people said this is a bit on the small side, and for how bulky it still is, it doesn't fit as much, or not as much as people would have liked when compared with the Victorine wallet. However, I just didn't like that the Victorine wallet was quite large and quite flappy, if that makes any sense. I just felt that unless I was really going to bulk out that purse, it didn't quite sit right with me. And so I'm so happy I went with the Zoe wallet because it is the perfect size for me. So on the back you have one slip pocket, and I put my most used card here, which is my credit or debit card. And then on the inside you have got 2 card slots on each side here, so I put my other most used cards here. And then I do have some cash in this cash section here. I will also sometimes put my receipts in here, and any additional cards I will just slot into the middle section here. And it's fairly secure, but I would put most of my more important cards into these slots here, so it is a bit more secure. And then there is a coin section here as well, which is a very nice option, and you do have this gusset on one side, so it does open up a bit more, which makes it a bit easier to access your coins. And I just really love this. I love the feel of the empreinte leather. I love that I got it in black, so it feels very carefree, and it's held up super well. I honestly don't think there are any wear and tear issues with this. So even if I look at the glazing, everything is all intact, and as I say, I have been using this non-stop since the start of the year, and it's just a great size. Even for my mini bags, this just about works. So yes, I love this one. Next, I will go to my Chanel card holder, as this is what I have just moved into, and this is the classic card holder in the caviar leather. And at the time when I bought this, I think I bought this 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, and I really wanted a lambskin piece in gold hardware because I felt that was the most classic, and I felt lambskin just feels so luxurious. But when I went to the store and looked at the lambskin one, and this was the first time that I actually really looked at a Chanel card holder in person, and I don't know, I think the gold just looked a little bit too classic and serious for me. And I was worried about the lamb skin getting damaged, particularly with an SLG, where you kind of just want to be able to like throw it around into your bags and it'll be against your keys. So I ended up going for this caviar with the silver, and I do not regret that at all. This card holder has honestly held up so well. There is, again, like the Louis Vuitton one, like no wear and tear that I can notice. And I have had this for, I think it is three and a bit years now. And I've used this a lot, and it is just so durable, the caviar, as many people say on YouTube. It really is durable, and it still is very plush, so it does still feel luxurious, which I like. Especially with the quilting, it is still nice and padded, so I do enjoy that about this. And this has the one card slot in the front, it's got two in the back, and then you've got the section across the top, and you can fit quite a few cards in here. So at the moment I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 cards in here at the moment, and you could still definitely fit more in. One thing I really like about this card holder is it is a little bit wider than a standard card holder. So you can see that on each side of the card there is still a bit of space, about a centimetre, which means that you can fit more cards into this, and it's just easier to stretch out. So I do like that about this. It's got quite a good capacity for a card holder. And I just love how plush it is. And I decided that at the moment I'm not really using cash or coins, so I have switched back into this. But yes, love this one, and I'm so glad I got it when the price was slightly better than it is now. Next, this is my other card holder. This is the Louis Vuitton Christmas animation. This is from 2022 Christmas, and I got mine in the South Korea print. So I think this is the South Korea, possibly the flagship Louis Vuitton store. I'm not entirely sure, but I just thought this was very cute, and I loved the hot pink. So that's the reason why I went for this. It's not sentimental in the sense that I didn't buy this when I was in Korea, and I am not Korean, but I just thought it was a very cute design. I also really liked, I think it may have been this whole season, but this doesn't feel very Christmassy in particular, so it can be used throughout the year. I do eye up the Christmas animations every year, but some years they are very Christmassy, and I feel like I would only want to use them at Christmas time, and in which case it's a lot of money to spend on something that only gets used for one season. So I liked that this could be used much more easily throughout the year, I think. So this has got the monogram, you've got the hot pink, there is one card slot in the front, one in the back, and you've got the plain monogram, and then the card slot across the top. So very similar structure to the Chanel card holder, but this only has one slip pocket in the back. This is quite rigid, with it being the Louis Vuitton canvas. So if I just compare it to my Chanel card holder, they are pretty much the same size. They are the same width, but the Chanel card holder is just a little bit taller. Overall, this is a lot slimmer because you don't have the quilting that you do with the Chanel classic card cases. You also don't have the additional pocket, so that's another layer of leather that you don't have, or canvas that you don't have with this. So it is a lot slimmer when both are empty. You can stretch this out. What I would say of this is that the canvas is less forgiving. So what I mean by that is, I think if you put lots of cards into the Chanel card holder and you stretch it out over time, if you were then to remove, to then go back to only a few cards and use that for a long time, I do think the leather over time will go back to its original shape within reason. Whereas with this, I think that once you have, so it's a lot more difficult to stretch out in the first place. And I think once you have stretched it out, you usually end up with, for example, you can see there is this gap already here, just naturally, because I have put a few cards in here, and because the canvas is a lot more rigid, it tends to just keep the shape of what it's been kind of stretched out to. So that is something to bear in mind, and it means that if you do then just want to put one or two cards in here, it can fall out if you kind of give it a shake upside down, which of course you wouldn't anyway, but it is just a little less secure and worth bearing in mind if you do want to stuff it from time to time, but then sometimes kind of downplay the number of cards that you have. But I love this print. I think it's very playful. I love the pop of pink colour. And so, yes, I am very glad I got this one as well. I'm very glad I got all of these, which is why these are in my top 5 favourite. Next up is another Louis Vuitton piece. I honestly didn't realise a few years ago that I would love Louis Vuitton SLGs so much. But this is the Rosalie coin purse. This was my first Louis Vuitton piece ever. Is that true? Or did I get I may have got my mini pochette before this, but I got them quite close together, I think. So either this or the mini pochette. But this is my first purse from Louis Vuitton. It's the Rosalie coin purse in Damier Ebene with the rose ballerine. And of course, this is the canvas as well. And I loved this. So this was also one that I used like non-stop when I first got it. And recently, I think especially since I got my Zoe wallet, I haven't really used this, but it's still one that I really love. I love the layout of this. I love the light rose pink. On the inside, you have one card slot in the back. Then you've got one in the front here, one over here as well. And then you've got this just wide open section in the middle. And then you have a coin section as well. This coin section isn't gusseted, unlike the Zoe wallet, so it is a little bit tighter. It is easier to open and close because you have this long canvas pull tab, whereas with the Zoe wallet, you have the little metal zipper. I personally do prefer the metal zipper just because I like a bit of hardware, but this canvas one, because it is longer, it does make it easier to pull. And this is a very versatile purse because you've got good organization on the inside, but you can also just stuff quite a few cards and receipts and cash in the middle here. So I find it very easy to use, and when you open it up, you can see everything in there, and it's quite a secure purse. So I really love that about this. But yes, I haven't used this quite as much because I have been loving my Zoe wallet so much. But I do think I will go back to this at some point. And my final piece, which is in my top 5 favourite, but I actually really don't use this that much at all. This is my Coach 1941 limited edition Mickey key pouch, I believe it's called. It's from their Disney collection, and I do think this was a period of Coach several years ago where I really loved their 1941 collection. They had the dinky crossbodies, which I had one of and then I did sell. But I just love this collection. I love the glove-tanned leather, the quality of the 1941 pieces, and all the details, such as for 1941 on the hang tag, you get the actual hardware for the Coach horse and carriage, and you get hardware up here as well. Whereas for their regular collection, which is generally lower priced, you don't have all this hardware here, and it's usually just kind of imprinted into the leather. So lots of little details of 1941 that makes it such a beautiful collection. This one was limited edition. They came out with quite a few different Mickey designs, which are very cute. And this is officially called the key pouch, but I used it as my purse. So on the back, you have got one zip pocket, and it is a mustard yellow fabric on the inside, which I think complements the chalk white leather very well. It's got the super cute Mickey design, so you can see him from the back here, and then popping out at the front. So I just think it is adorable. You have got a wristlet here, which is adjustable and also detachable. So it's great if you just wanted to carry this and be secure with your purse, or if you maybe wanted to also hook this onto something else. And then you have the hang tag, which has got the mustard yellow leather on the back. And the purse opens with a snap closure. There is one slip pocket on the front. This is also fabric lined in the mustard yellow. And then it says genuine glove tanned leather on the front here. And on the inside, it is all lined in leather, and it is so soft. It is honestly buttery soft. And then it comes with a fixed keychain. So you can add your keys to this, or you could clip this to your bag or something like that. And it's in the nice gunmetal hardware. So this is gusseted on one side, so you can fit quite a lot of cards and cash in here. So it's a great additional purse as well if you just wanted to put all your like rewards cards or something like that, as well as using a separate card holder. This is really great for that. And I need to use this more because I do love it so much. I have considered selling it in the past, but as soon as I think about that, I think I will not be able to get this back, and so I don't think I could part ways with this because it is such a special piece. I love everything about it, but it's simply that I've bought more purses, so and so I just don't use this as much. But yes, I do really love it, so I will probably start using it again at some point, but still firmly in my top 5 favorites. And so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a little bit waffly, but yes, I hope you liked the SLGs that I showed, and if you have any questions, please do let me know and I will try and answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.